And we're back. Okay, we got Luke Rockhold versus Paulo Costa right now. Now this is a crazy fight. This is a crazy fight. Just letting some friends know that I'm going live. Uh, this one is bonkers. Now, a couple things I want to say about this fight. First of all, I often don't make predictions about fights because literally anything could happen. But I think that this is going to be a horrible night for Luke Rockhold. I think that he's going to get brutally knocked out, and we shall see. He's going against an absolute monster in Paulo Costa. You see Luke Rockhold still wearing that sock on his, what is it, his left leg? Looks like his left leg. Um, he had a crazy staph infection in his shin that took him out of the game for over a year. And that's why it's really important to make sure that you're super clean at all times and that you don't allow bacteria to get into any of your cuts while you're doing serious MMA training. If it gets bad enough, you could lose the bone or even the limb. And I know Luke Rockhold had a serious staph infection on that left leg. Now, the last times I've seen Luke Rockhold fight, he's just been getting knocked out pretty brutally. Um, and I think it's just a matter of his chin being gone. I mean, I would love to see Luke Rockhold come back, make a resurgence, and win the title. The thing is, he has incredible skills, but it's one of these things where his body is just not able to kind of stay with the game, you know? You see this a lot of times with guys that are champion of another promotion and then they're the champion of the UFC, that they really don't have the ability to have a super long career in the UFC. And Luke Rockhold was the Strikeforce champion, and he was also UFC champion. So he's been world champion in multiple promotions, but it's really hard to be able to maintain that championship level caliber in the UFC, especially if you've already like peaked in another organization. And you see guys like Conor McGregor, who had done that. He was the champion of, and what was that league's name? Um, if you remember the other fighting promotion that Conor McGregor, Cage Warriors, I think. He was the Cage Warriors champion, and he was the UFC champion. But you can only sustain that for so long, and then your body kind of gives up on you being world champion in multiple promotions like that. And unfortunately, that's what happened to Luke Rockhold. DC, who is a friend, mentor, and coach of Luke, was famously talking about how you need some time for your chin to kind of come back. And that was really a new, interesting concept brought about by DC. Let's do the tail of the tape here. Paulo Costa being 31, Luke Rockhold 37. Paulo Costa 6'1", Luke Rockhold 6'3". 185.5 for both fighters. Paulo Costa 72-inch reach and Luke Rockhold 77. Wow, I was not aware of the 5-inch reach advantage that Luke Rockhold has. And man, I'm not gay, but both of these fighters are pretty damn good-looking fighters, I must say. A lot of people say that these are the two best-looking fighters in the entire world, and some even say not just fighters, that they're the two best-looking people in the entire world. So, Paulo Costa had an interview the other day where he asked, "Who disagrees that I am the best-looking?" And it's funny because no one's going to disagree with him in that media room. Here you got Bruce Buffer doing the official announcing for the fight. And man, if Luke Rockhold loses this in dramatic fashion, this is probably his last fight. So, This is a tough situation. All the kind of cards are out on the table here, and I think Paulo Costa has got this in the bag. Um, it's interesting. Luke Rockhold was saying too that he wants to use his experience of having been in Paulo Costa's situation before to his advantage in this fight. And I could see what he's saying because his career had taken a similar turn that Paulo Costa has uh, recently. You got Mike Beltran as the referee. He's the famous referee with the beard that goes all the way down. He tucks his beard into his shirt because it's so long. And fight's about to begin. You could almost feel it in the air how it's about to go down. They both say, "You ready? You ready? Let's begin." We're in round one, 3 seconds in. And Paulo Costa takes the center of the octagon here. Paulo Costa in an orthodox stance, Luke Rockhold in a southpaw. Luke Rockhold threw a kick there, but it looked like his knee buckled a little bit. Wonder if his leg is okay there, the one that's wrapped up in that big sock. Oh, Paulo Costa with some big punches. Luke trying to go in for a takedown, kind of really testing Luke's chin here. And Luke Rockhold makes sure to clinch up and survives that exchange, but doesn't look so good here. 4 minutes, 20 seconds left in the first round. This one doesn't look like it's going to last for the 3 rounds. Another big couple strikes for Paulo Costa, and Luke can't really seem to find his rhythm here. Oh, another big strike for Paulo Costa, and Luke Rockhold gets taken down. Wow, crazy. He's got to be worried about his chin here and his ability to take punishment. And he really kind of left his legs open there, controlling Paulo Costa's head to stop the onslaught of strikes coming in. So 3 minutes, 37 seconds. Luke Rockhold has survived this exchange. And Luke Rockhold is famously known for having, Chris W. says, in full guard. Luke Rockhold is in half guard right now, looking to escape back to full guard. And Luke is commonly known for his skills in grappling. So let's see what he could do here off of his back. He's more known for his top pressure than his guard, though. They are still in the half guard kind of situation. Luke Rockhold had a potential to go for a leg lock there, but elected not to go for it. Luke Rockhold looking for it looked like he was going for the buggy choke there for a second. A new addition in the grappling game of something to do when you are in side control. Paulo Costa transitioning to the mount here. This is looking very bad for Luke Rockhold. Luke Rockhold looking to just stand up out of the mount. Crazy to see that actually work. 2 minutes, 30 seconds left in the first round. Ken Shaloy says, "Hey, Ryan, what's the weight class on this one?" This is the 101, the 185-pound division. 185. Paulo Costa in the half guard here, looking to probably pass again to the mount. Just amazing that Luke Rockhold was able to just stand up out of the mount. You don't see that often. And I can't see with the leg here, but Paulo Costa, yes, he works his way into the mount position. Looking very bad for Luke Rockhold here with 2 minutes left into the first round. Luke Rockhold bridges and seems to escape. And Paulo Costa had a potential armbar there. Luke Rockhold throws a hook, and the fight is back standing. Amazing. 1 minute, 40 seconds here in this first round. A crazy first round. Crazy exchanges. Luke Rockhold pretty beat up. And if the fight keeps going this way, you can make a case for a 10-8 round for Paulo Costa. Luke Rockhold taking some deep breaths and using this time to kind of recover from the crazy energy that he had just spent on those exchanges. The thing is about escaping these positions in the way that Luke Rockhold did is you use a lot of energy, and it's not good for you in the fight later on. Luke Rockhold throwing some kicks now, though, threw several round kicks to the body. Paulo Costa did the famous, "Oh, they're not affecting me whatsoever," and then he threw a spinning back kick. So nice kicks from Luke Rockhold, and he seems to be back in this fight a bit, but looking kind of frustrated and like he doesn't want to really be in this fight. 43 seconds left in this first round. They are clinched up against the fence, and you really see Luke Rockhold sort of being exhausted after doing those crazy escape attempts from those dominant positions Paulo Costa put him in. Throwing some more heavy round kicks to the side of Paulo Costa. 17 seconds left. Luke Rockhold comes back with a straight right, and this is a dogfight, ladies and gentlemen. A dogfight. Ooh, Luke with a nice counter right as Costa stepping in. You know, that concludes the first round, but I wonder. Oh, Luke Rockhold puts his hands on his knees and not looking like he is as fresh as a daisy here, staggering back to his corner. Oh my goodness, he looks terrible. It looks like he was putting on a poker face there in that first round, but man, looking terrible as he goes back to the corner. I was going to say, man, maybe it's his strategy to wait until the later rounds, but it looks like he's got very little left. It should be a really interesting next round to see what happens here. Paulo Costa is known for finishing the fights early on and not doing so well if the fight goes too late. But it doesn't look like Luke has the energy to make it. Oh, with his hands on his knees again, breathing heavy, going into the second round, looking completely exhausted and frustrated, and like he doesn't want to be there. Then he starts pounding his chest and looks like he's being a good actor. Paulo Costa looks tired too. Luke Rockhold charges forward, takes the center of the octagon, and we are in the second round. And a nice straight left for Luke Rockhold, coming out in the southpaw stance as well. A nice hook for Luke Rockhold. Luke Rockhold's working his way back into this fight. Paulo Costa with a huge hook. Luke eats it. It wobbles him a little bit. And Luke looking for the takedown here. Oh, Luke looking to transition to the back. Loses it. Slips out. Paulo Costa looking now to get the back. Crazy scrambling and exchanges here. 4 minutes, 24 seconds left. This is a crazy fight, ladies and gentlemen. Crazy fight. Luke looking completely exhausted, like he doesn't want to be in this fight whatsoever. Should be an interesting round. I would be shocked if this fight lasts past this round. Paulo Costa throwing some big bombs to try to get Luke out of this fight. Oh, a nice hook. Another hook to Luke's head. I don't know how many more of those Luke can take. 3 minutes, 56 seconds left into the second round. Luke comes back with a 1-2 of his own. And they're just swanging and banging. The technique has gone out the window, and this is a fight. Both these guys looking really tired. Luke looking more tired of the two. 3 minutes, 36 seconds left. Luke goes in like he's going to throw a big kick. And Luke goes and throws a spinning back kick here. Or spinning side kick, excuse me. Spinning side kick. And then a tornado kick from Luke. Amazing stuff. He reclaims the center of the octagon, and hopefully he can get a second win back in here. Oh, and throws a nice hook punch to Paulo Costa's face. But, there have been several times in the fight where Luke's been hit and it looks like he's been rocked and wobbled, but it has never looked like Paulo Costa has been in trouble as far as being hurt or close to being out of this fight in any way. Luke, though, has looked like he's been very close to being out of this fight multiple times. Throws a head kick to Paulo Costa's head and labors back slowly. Paulo Costa throws a head kick of his own, and it looks like we have Chris W. said, who's connecting more? Missed the past few minutes. Paulo Costa's winning this fight. Luke is connecting. It's interesting because I would say they're almost hitting each other. They're relatively close to about the same, but the the damage that Luke Rockhold is taking is way worse. And for some reason, they did a timeout in the fight, which I don't know why. If it was a kick to the balls or something, or what happened. They're doing it on a replay right now. Oh, it was an eye poke. Luke Rockhold throws another round kick to the body, round kick to the head. Paulo Costa does a jab to the liver. And again, Paulo Costa looks like none of these attacks are affecting him whatsoever. And Luke looks like he is completely exhausted. Paulo Costa throws a crazy spinning hook kick, and it looks like, a nice single leg takedown. And what happened there? That is insane. Paulo Costa goes for a takedown, and the referee steps in. Let's see what happens here. Oh my goodness. Paulo Costa does an uppercut on Luke Rockhold's nuts. That's what it was. And then the referee steps in and throws Paulo Costa off of him. Great work there from the referee. And hopefully Luke uses this time to recover. Lord knows he needs it. That was a terrible, terrible uppercut to the nuts. Chris W says, LOL, gotta see that tomorrow. Chris, you gotta see that tomorrow. No question. I've never seen in my life an uppercut to the nuts that has looked that bad in my life. I mean, he took the guy's cup and he basically shoved it into his mouth. I mean, that was the craziest nut shot I've ever seen in my life. And if I was Luke, I would take all 5 minutes to rest on this one. They got the clock going. It's been 1 minute, 16 seconds so far. Luke needs the rest. This has been a saving grace, a wild, wild nut shot. And it looks like Luke is saying that he wants to fight, which I would say is a mistake. And the fight's back on. Only 1 minute, 30 seconds for the rest. I'd take the full 5 minutes if I was Luke. It seems that he has recuperated a little bit. 1 minute, 35 seconds left here in the second round. Man, I thought the fight was over there for a second, but it was just that crazy uppercut. And Luke's looking a little bit more like he's got something in the tank. You know, he's got this hands down style, which is probably indicative of the lactic acid and just his lack of gas and cardio right now. And that's dangerous when you got your hands down with a guy like Paulo Costa. But he might make it out of this round now after recuperating from that crazy nut shot. And more spinning kicks from Luke. A nice spinning side kick from Luke. Still with the hands down style. A very dangerous kind of style. Oh, and another kick. Was that to the nuts? Man, it was close. Luke's back up against the fence now and looking like he is starting to get back to that exhausted, tired state in this fight. 30 seconds left into the second round. Luke's looking like he's barely standing in this fight. And another big kick to the midsection from Paulo Costa. Luke with a backhanded strike. Luke with the hands completely down, completely exhausted. You got to give these rounds to Paulo Costa. I mean, I wonder if they took a point away for that crazy nut shot, but it just seems that the question of Luke Rockhold's durability is a major factor in these fights. And then as soon as the round ends, which it just did, Luke goes back to putting his hands on his knees and looks completely and utterly exhausted. So he was saying in his interviews that maybe he deals with a lot of adversity in this fight, and then he comes back and he pulls it together in this third round. So let's see if that's what happens. I mean, I doubt it. He just looks too tired to make anything happen. And Paulo Costa looks like he could take any shot that Luke throws. Ken Chaloy says, ouch. Yes, a definite ouch on that one. I mean, he took his cup and he shoved it up his ass with an uppercut punch. I mean, the whole The whole friggin' cup came like into his stomach. Anyway, third round should be beginning very soon. If this makes it all the way, I'd be really, really surprised. Ken Shaloya says, I ordered stuff from your Amazon. It was actually cheaper. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much, Ken Shaloya. If you want, check out my Amazon link, and the products might actually be cheaper if you use it. 10 seconds into this very third round here. And some crazy hook punches for Paulo Costa, but Rockhold's still eating them. I mean, he's still in this fight. Oh, and Luke Rockhold throws a major strike and it knocks Paulo Costa down. And Luke Rockhold with his patented famous top pressure, but he gets too overzealous, and Paulo Costa escapes. Crazy stuff here. That could have been the route to victory for Luke. I bet you he is so upset that he lost that interaction. 4 minutes. Oh my gosh. Luke Rockhold looking like he's looking for a way out of this fight, looking visibly frustrated and upset. 4 minutes left. A big hook from Luke Rockhold. Oof. Oh, and a nice kick to the body from Paulo Costa. Man, Luke Rockhold clearly wanted that ground exchange. If Luke Rockhold gets on top, he is a problem for virtually anybody. Luke Rockhold with his hands basically on his knees in the middle of the fight, bent over, using the cage to just help him stand up. Looking exhausted. Oh, a crazy right hand from Luke Rockhold stumbles Paulo Costa back. This is a crazy mother effing fight. This is a crazy fight. Both of these guys are absolutely exhausted, and at least you could see Luke Rockhold's throwing some stuff that's causing Paulo Costa some damage. And a nice 1-2 from Luke Rockhold. Paulo Costa puts his hands behind his back, signaling that anything you're doing is not going to be enough to get me out of this fight. 3 minutes left into this third round. Paulo Costa throwing a spinning kick here. And Luke Rockhold goes and shoots for the takedown. Paulo Costa sprawls. And Luke ends up in bottom side control here. And he's grabbing his own knee. Interesting. This could be a great tactic to keep the distance close to make it tough for Paulo Costa to throw hard strikes. But it keeps him stuck in this position as well. If Luke could turn this into a grappling match where he was on top, I'm sure he would like to see that. But having him grab his own leg is just not the way that he's going to win this fight, but he may survive it as a moral victory. And Paulo Costa just moves a little bit to north-south to break that grip and then moves back, and Luke gets it again, holding on to his own leg. And they seem to be talking to each other now. Paulo Costa looking to mount here, and Luke Rockhold traps his legs in the half guard. Ryan, if only I knew this fight was at elevation. Wow, that's some good information there, Caleb. This fight is at elevation, which definitely takes a toll on the cardio of the fighters. Luke Rockhold gets his back taken now. 1 minute, 30 seconds left into this fight. Luke Rockhold said that he would make Paulo Costa look like a white belt on the ground, and that is not happening as of right now. But if Luke Rockhold can escape from this position and get on top, maybe he's got some sort of chance of winning this. Oh, man, you see Luke Rockhold open his mouth and just blood fall out of his mouth. And they seem to both be talking to each other here. 1 minute left. Oh, my goodness. And Paulo Costa hits him with a strong punch from the back. Luke Rockhold probably looking to try to turn out of this if he can. There's a particular back escape where you grab the head that Tim Kennedy famously did to Roger Gracie, that if Luke Rockhold employed that would be definitely to his benefit here. 35 seconds left into this third round here. Paulo Costa looking for the rear naked choke, looking to transition to the mount. Luke Rockhold looking to get on top, gets on top with 24 seconds left. If Luke Rockhold could pass the guard, that could mean something here. Paulo Costa, though, is keeping that guard locked and closed. And Luke Rockhold literally just using the blood on his face to get in the eyes of Paulo Costa. But it looks like it's going to be too little too late here. 3, 2, 1, and the fight ends. What a crazy, crazy war. A crazy war. Luke Rockhold bloody and battered. You got to give that fight to Paulo Costa, but what a crazy, crazy fight. Caleb said, if only I knew this fight was at elevation. Who makes a UFC fight at elevation with older men that have to cut a lot of weight? All solid points, Caleb. Is Salt Lake, I think this is in Salt Lake City, Utah. I didn't know that was at a high elevation. They're showing some highlights from the fight. Jake Kell says, who won? The official decision hasn't been made yet, Jake, but I believe Paulo Costa won this fight. Chris W. says, thank you for the coverage, sir. No, thank you, Chris W., for being an active participant and caring enough to watch through this commentary on my fight. If you guys enjoyed my commentary at all, please throw a subscribe onto my channel. I break down the UFC fights every weekend, and I try to come out with a video every single day. For the last 50 days, I think I've come out with a video. So I would appreciate any support of the channel. You can subscribe. It's totally, totally free. You can use my Amazon link. It's totally, totally free, and it helps out the channel a lot. So they're going to do the official decision. I'd say that has to be a win from Paulo Costa. Luke Rockhold giving a hug to his striking coach, Henry Hooft. They seem to be proud, but Luke Rockhold looking upset and sad. It was a great fight and a hell of a performance, but, there's no way Luke could have won that fight. He's looking to almost escape. Yep, and officially Paulo Costa wins. They raise his hand, and Luke Rockhold's looking to get out of there. Man, what a crazy fight, though. It showed, though, that Luke Rockhold's chin, I guess, recovered a bit in his ability to survive and last to the end of that fight, but still. Caleb says you can't win this with a calf sleeve. One leg calf sleeves don't win. I hear you, Caleb. I hear you. He had a bad staph infection on his leg, but I get what I'm picking up what you're putting down. So much love, everyone. Please throw a subscribe on my channel, and I will see you back when Kamaru Usman fights Leon Edwards. I'll be ending this stream and starting a new one, so please stay tuned for that. Much love, and I'll see you soon.